What's happening? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for all the good and bad inside the world of Apple. We've got a bunch of stories after the Big A's head chef recently spoke at the D11 conference. Not that guy. We're talking about Apple CEO Tim Cook, and he addressed the current state of Apple. Now, we all know activity and excitement around Apple has recently slowed down. That's the perception in the show me something tech world, and sometimes perception can be reality. So how did Cook respond to the question if Apple has lost its edge?
The same culture and largely the same people that brought you the iPhone, that brought you the iPad, many that brought the iPod, and some that even brought the Mac are still there. The culture is all still there, and many of the people are there. And yeah, I think we have several more game changers in us.
Whew, because I thought they were really running out of ideas. Not really, but one of those products is, yes, the Apple TV, and Cook had this to say about it.
It's not an experience that I think very many people love. It's not an experience that you would say has been brought up to date for this decade. It's still an experience that's too much like it was 10 years ago, in many cases 20 years ago. I don't want to go any further on this because I don't want to give anybody else any ideas they don't already have.
Cook wouldn't even hint if it was ready to come out this year. Now, Tim also said he doesn't see the mainstream appeal with Google Glass and added that the wrist is interesting in the wearable tech space, but gave no hints that Apple had anything coming anytime soon. Also, WWDC is just a couple weeks away, and Cook went on the record to say Apple will be rolling out the future of iOS and OS X, and they're super excited about it. He also talked about the role Johnny Ives has played with the new iOS.
Johnny had contributed significantly to the look and feel of Apple over many, many years, and could do that for our software as well. I think it's absolutely incredible.
And what about that Apple TV again?
It continues to be an area of great interest to us.
Tim, come on, throw me a bone, man. You're still giving us nada. Now, when asked about if Apple ever plans on having multiple iPhone models, Cook said that Apple may one day release a second model alongside the flagship iPhone. They haven't done it yet, but that doesn't mean they won't. All right, to the rumor mills and the latest iPhone rumblings, since Timmy won't talk about it. Mako Takara reports that the rumored low-cost iPhone will ship with new colors, but depending on the source, the colors range from white, navy, gold, orange, and gray, which seem like a really muted and dull color set from Apple. But could also include pink, green, blue, and yellow-orange, which is not to be confused with the individual colors of yellow or orange.
Oh.
That's important. They also report that the iPhone 5S will be largely the same, but it will support a dual LED flash this time around, and the microphone on the backside will have a rear circular-shaped hole. I'm just telling you what the report says. Now, it's also rumored to come in standard black and white, but gold and green are now two new possible color options. So pretty much any iPhone that comes out could be any color that exists.
Hey, Brian, burgundy's my favorite color.
Thanks, Celso. All right, in iPad news, a report from Citi Research says their supply chain checks indicate that they not only expect a lower-cost iPhone, but a sub-$250 iPad mini. They say there's an emphasis on more inexpensive devices with competition from other products like the $199 Nexus 7. Duh. Now at $249 for an iPad mini, just don't expect it to be a Retina version at that price. And a story that you might care about, the Big A has agreed to pay $53 million as resolution for a class action lawsuit over the sensitivity of their liquid damage sensors in iPods and iPhones. Apple's policy was to deny repairs to a broken device if the indicator had been triggered, even if it could be triggered during normal use without dropping it in water. So some of you could be eligible for a payout up to $300 if your warranty claims were denied for an iPhone before December 31st, 2009, or an iPod before June 2010. And before we go, just a heads up for those of you who still wanted to get your hands on those cool AL13 aluminum frames from last week, our buddies at ThinkByM are offering 20% off if you use the code AppleByte, and it's good until June the 1st, so I really dig these frames and they're worth checking out. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Send me your emails to theapplebite@cnet.com. I'll get to as many as I can. I'm Brian Tong. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time for another Bite of the Apple.